Your People, or KYP by 10K Schools, is a foundational element of safeguarding, establishing the principles of assessment and ongoing evaluation of workforce risk for employment candidates, employees, contractors, and volunteers. The KYP concept of automated, continuous evaluation of a school workforce reflects that at any time before or during employment, critical new information may emerge about an individual's continued suitability to work in a controlled environment. In doing so, KYP addresses a huge defect in legacy guidance for safer recruitment and the single central register, which are unfit for purpose in the complex international schools environment. For example, thousands of international schools follow the guidance established by the International Task Force on Child Protection to obtain references covering the last 6 years. Yet we know that victims of child sexual abuse typically report the crimes between 6 and 18 years after the offences were committed. Firstly, the last 6 years' references are statistically far less likely to yield an adverse safeguarding declaration than if we collected references for years 6 to 12 or even go further back. Secondly, what if an employee who has been in your school with an exemplary record for the last 5 years was convicted in absentia overseas, or a safeguarding issue arose in a previous school? You'd never know, because legacy guidance doesn't mandate or even suggest that periodically repeating criminal record checks and safeguarding declarations might be a good idea. These gaps exist because until now, legacy standards are purposely designed to be constrained by what is reasonable to ask of school administration. In this regard, education is truly light years behind the regulation of other sectors, where protection of stakeholders comes first, last and everything in between, with no compromises. KYP and the 10K Schools Global Gold Standard is designed without compromise to be executed 100% by technology, thus removing the human constraints of legacy safer recruitment standards. KYP does not make judgments about people. It's about applying continuous, non-subjective evaluation of hard facts against an explicit criteria, in order to assess work chronology, request and validate references, conduct adverse media searches, and collate residency and criminal record history. KYP provides vital insights into hiring decisions, whilst continuously revalidating existing data on your employees. So, knowing what you know now about the standards you've been following for years in your school, how confident are you that you really, truly, know your people, to the extent required to keep children safe in education?